Hi, my name is Randi Janelle, and I am a co-creator for the Appalachian StarSeed Festival. I will be presenting on EarthHeart Healing and holding a container for some channeled guidance, as well as offering liminal healing sessions. What does any of that mean? So basically, I'm first and foremost a channel. I channel a very expanded and high frequency, and so I was first introduced to some benevolent galactic guides about 7 years ago that offered beautiful information on how to evolve as not only human civilization, but a galactic civilization, and how do we expand into our greater potential. I enjoyed working with these guides so much so that this funny thing happened where I went through a personal deconstructive phase in my life. I highly recommend them. How do we change if we don't let go of what we think we know and sort of rebuild from a new platform? And so that's what happened to me about 5 years ago, and I really concentrated on yoga. So I'm also a yoga teacher. I channel yoga. I teach traditional yoga as well as offering something called light alignment, which creates these containers that create essentially portals for us to expand our awareness. We use mudras, we use sound, we use all kinds of cool things to expand our awareness of who we are internally and who we are together as a collective. And so, as I was focusing on this, I started being tapped on the shoulder by Gaia. Gaia said, "Hey, how about channeling me?" And so I started really tuning into how Gaia exists through my body. Gaia contains a beautiful blueprint for balance and harmony, for a regeneration. She is regenerating from what we as humans have done in misalignments and misbalance activities, and so she's really working to rebalance through each and every one of our bodies. So what does that mean? It means we have to pay attention to what we're eating, the type of nutrition that we take into our bodies. So I've done this for myself, and I'm able to do it for other people, channeling this beautiful intelligence from Gaia, getting lists of our optimal and non-optimal nutrition, and how Gaia is essentially using our bodies as a beautiful chemical experiment to regenerate the cells, to regenerate the atoms. And that's essentially what happened to me. I had to take all this guidance given to me from the galactic guides and really integrate it into my own life. And where it brought me was really to the inside, to the cells and atoms of my being, in which I was able to access universal consciousness once again. How does that happen? If you're not familiar with a term called holographic reality, it is essentially stating, this is our quantum science, the current quantum science that states that every part, just like every water droplet of the ocean, makes the ocean. That's sort of easier for the linear mind to understand. What's a little bit more challenging is that the entire ocean or the entire multiverse is also contained in every droplet of water. So therefore, my cells, my atoms, my muon and gluons and subatomic particles contain the whole of the multiverse. And so essentially, we're gaining more access to who we are outside of these human bodies by going into the intelligence within the human body. So I'll be presenting on that, as well as holding space for channeled guidance. I used to channel these really sexy star being names like Zalsitter and Dali. And now I really just channel whatever the container, the highest vibration the container can understand and integrate. So it ends up being some really groovy, mind-blowing information, and I can certainly address any questions, or we will certainly address any questions that are offered from you on our collective, on our evolution, on anything that really has to do with the group of us. So I'm excited to present those things as well as to offer healing services to something that I call liminal healing. I'm able to do a 12-strand DNA activation and upgrade. We have all this latent DNA in our body, But when we activate it energetically, things start to happen. We start to feel better in our bodies. We start to tune into that inner guidance that I was speaking about. We start to feel how accessible we are to the multiverse and our expanded consciousness. So that will be available, as well as my presentation on EarthHeart Healing, channeling Gaia for ourselves and our nutrition, and also a group collaborative effort to channel guidance from who we are as star beings. So I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys in this beautiful home of Western North Carolina, and I'm hoping that you are feeling your own beautiful self in this moment and how really epically universal you are right now. Thanks. I'll see you soon.